Hey my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. I have something really exciting planned for today. Now you can see in the background we have the rad charger. It's actually going through its very first modification. You're going to be able to see that on Rudy's channel at Rudy Adventure and Design, so make sure that you head on over and check that out. But today we have to get some really dingy looking axles cleaned up and ready to put underneath here. Now, before we're able to do that, I am missing a tool that I need to do that. Axle stands. Now, I may not have them in the shop, but I think I can make them. So we have some metal left over from Nessie over in the corner, and although they're not scraps, we're not working with scraps here, we have the perfect material to make some axle stands. Now, I've never made anything before, but I have everything here. I don't think I need to go out and get anything, which is super cool. I have a welder, I have the materials, so let's get to it. Okay, so this is what I've come up with, ish. Okay. Axle stand. Perfect. All right. So, bird's eye view. Is going to be the sides. The sides. We're going to have two cross members here. In a bit of a smaller material. And we're also going to have one halfway up. I'll show you that in a second. Then we're obviously going to have the two things that come up. Okay, side view, which is probably going to be way easier, is that thicker material, caster wheels. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do something up here like this. We're going to gusset here. We're going to gusset here with what? I don't know quite yet. And we're going to have another cross member up here to the second side, which I would try and draw, but I'm terrible at drawing. You kind of get the gist of that. Now I have measured everything. So this bigger material right here, we are going to cut two pieces of 38 inches and two 30 inches. Then from the smaller material here, I was going to do everything out of the bigger material, but it just seems like super overkill. That's a lot of steel, and I could use it for something else. So the smaller one, I'm going to do 3 36-inch pieces and 4 10-inch pieces. These ones are going to be the gussets, and I'm going to put a 45 angle on them, so I'll be cutting them again. Now, I'm well aware it's probably the most horrendous drawing you've ever seen, but I am not an artiste, you know? So over here, this is the pile that you saw. This is what we're going to be using, and this is what we're going to be using, way smaller. So we seem to have enough for everything here. I have never done anything like this before. I don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of, you know, going along with it, seeing how it goes. So yeah, it's time to get cutting. All right, so the small pieces are done. We're now moving on to the bigger material, and believe it or not, this is almost perfect. I need 2 pieces at 38 inches. This is a 1/4 of an inch over. We got lucky with this one, so it's the big boy time. All right, so we just finished the last cut there. I'm feeling pretty good about it. What I'm gonna do is that now all the pieces are cut, I'm gonna kind of lay it out on the floor and see how it looks. I don't know if I've made it a little too big. Everything is very overkill. This bigger material right there, 135, I mean, it's a little redonkulous, but that's what I had in the shop. I'm trying to use what I have here and do something that I'm gonna need, but also I've kind of wanted to do for a while. Let's lay everything out here on the floor and see how it looks, since we have cut everything and we can see everything to true size. Let me bring you down so you can see from down here. I am loving it. It is very chunky and big, and obviously these are not centered. I just placed them there so that we could get kind of an idea, but it's gonna look really good. We're also gonna have this piece, like I just said, up here. And I'm still trying to figure out how the axles are going to be held. I want some, like a V something here. But this is going to be awesome with the casters. Now, I really thought this was going to be a little too long, but I actually kind of like it. And I'm going to tell you exactly where I got my dimensions for everything. So I measured the axle and kind of saw where I want the axle to sit, because we are going to have to put brackets and stuff on there also. So the height, I kind of took it off my Husky workbench right here. I really like the height of this. It's going to be really awesome to work at that height as well. Not too high. I can sit on a stool if I want to. So I'm going to be tacking everything on here. I'm going to be working on one side at a time. Just going to take my merry old time with this, because I don't want it to be wonky, and I kind of want it to look good. But before we start tacking the first side in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the bottom. I need to know where the middle is. I'm going to take this, I'm gonna measure that and get the middle of that, line them up, and then tack them. right, so we have these two pieces done. I was very excited to get started on this and didn't really do much prep to the first side. It's very obvious. The second side is more kind of what I want my work to look like and to grow on. So I'm really happy with the way that they are right now. The next step is just to put these gussets on either side. Now, I was gonna do a plate, but I just think that it's gonna be absolutely fine. And by the time we put these gussets in, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. So we're getting there, we're almost done. I'm very, very excited about this. And then we will most likely probably just paint it as well. But first fabrication project out of the blue, because why not? Okay, I'm really loving the way everything is turning out. I'm gonna turn you guys around and just kind of show you. The gussets are now on. It was fairly easy, but just had to let that cool down before we get the cross members on here. I'm so excited. The only thing that we're gonna be missing today are the wheels. They're on their way. I ordered them from Amazon. I wanted some really good caster wheels, so I don't have any problems. It's not just gonna go one way. We'll be able to kind of wheel this wherever we want. So yeah, let me spin you around. So I don't call myself a welder, and honestly, I haven't welded in a good wee while. So I gotta get back on it because I do have this project, and I'm actually hoping to do 99.9% of the welding on here. So I really got to get my game up a little bit, but I'm feeling super good. This is actually the first one that I did. You know how I told you that the first one looked absolutely terrible? Well, I went and I redid the whole thing just because I can, and I'm here. And I didn't want my name on a snotty weld. A couple of them, to be honest with you. So we're gonna let these cool just a little bit. The other one is already cooled down, ready to rock and roll. We'll get these cross members on. Where are they? Right here. And then we're gonna do something with the top. I don't know whether to cut a V in there and then I have some plate over there and kind of just make a V there, or something else. I don't know, haven't quite decided yet, but let's get the cross members done. But what's happened is I put the cross members in and then put the top one in, and didn't make my tacks thick enough. So one of them popped out. So I've just strapped everything together so that I can tack everything really well and then weld everything in place. That last little part didn't quite go to plan. So I'm going to be working on this. I really want that kind of V in there. I feel like I'm going to have to go somewhere and bend just a piece of metal or two. So we're going to leave it there with that, just leaving with I think I'm gonna have to go somewhere to bend that, and we're waiting on the caster wheels. But let me just quickly go clean myself up. Just a second. All right, now that that is all done, sunnies are going on because we're heading on outside, because I promised you something in the last episode. So close your eyes. Ta-da! Guys, this is your giveaway 2023 with HCF Motorsports, Mischief Maker TV, and Tread Lightly. All right, so entries are available as of May 1st through the Tread Lightly website. Yes, I have it right up here above me, but don't worry, I'm gonna make things really easy for you, and I'm gonna leave that link in the description below. Now, just like last year, there are two ways which you can enter for this giveaway. The first being to renew your membership with Tread Lightly and or become a member of Tread Lightly, and the second is to buy your entries through the website. Again, everything is going to be in that link in the description below as of May 1st. Also, there will be a no purchase option, and all the information will be there again. Now, very exciting, and lastly, just before I show you exactly what you could be winning, if you are a subscriber on my Instagram page, which is Mischief Maker JKU, you will be getting 5 entries for the giveaway. Now, let me show you exactly what you could be winning. All right, so let's start with the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Now, the Rubicon model already comes pretty equipped with stronger axles and e-lockers, but I have some incredible aftermarket upgrades on the way, starting with a very modest JKS lift, some Fox shocks, KMC beadlock wheels with 37-inch BFG tires. We're gonna get some Rock Slide Engineering sliders on here. We're gonna have Metal Cloak fenders, Artec inner fenders, and the world's strongest axles, RCV axle shafts. Now, that is not the end of the list. If you guys can think of any upgrades that you would like on the JT, then leave your comments below, and I will do my very, very best to see that that happens, because at the end of the day, one of you guys are going to be winning the keys to this whole giveaway later on this year. And the last part of this giveaway is the beautiful aluminum 12-inch Ramptek trailer with a 2023 Can-Am Turbo RR side-by-side. This is the ultimate lightweight weekend play package and perfect for the tow rating of our Jeep Gladiator. So similar to the Jeep, this Can-Am is absolutely loaded and one of the fastest models that they make. But there's always room for improvement. Intercom, radio, new seats, beefier axles, and wheels and tires are just some of the things that we're gonna start with. But I will chase down any modifications that you guys think that this needs. So there you guys have it. You've learned about your giveaway for 2023, and I finally have an axle stand. I'm really excited. That's going to help me so much in the up and coming week. You have no idea. But guys, remember, we also do have a store where you can get your merchandise from us. T-shirts, hats, stickers. It's going to be hcfmotorsports.com. I'll leave the link in the description below. But guys, thank you always for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.